What's going on, guys? We're back. We're doing this thing. Meditation today. So, I know I seem like the high energy, all over the place guy, but meditation is a very, very, very big part of my life. And I want to tell you why. First, I have a form of Tourette's. That is called a neurological tic. So basically, my body involuntarily will make sounds or movements and these different kind of patterns. And I've had it since I was a very little kid. Very frustrating, pretty terrible, But along with that is that there is no medication for it. So if you have depression or anxiety, there's medications that you can take to help. There's a lot of things you can do. There is nothing for Tourette's. You are just screwed. The one thing that I learned was meditation. And I don't want to go through my full journey, but I remember at this time I had learned a lot about meditation, and I went through a 400-day meditation. If you actually go on my Instagram, I have all 400 of them recorded and put on my little highlights. And I would talk about what came up for me, what was I thinking about, what was on my mind as I meditated every single day for 400 days without break. And that really changed my perspective on a lot of stuff. So I'm going to give you 3 super cool tools that will help you meditate. And I promise you, if you just started meditating, just that, you did nothing else, you would be 10% happy in your entire life. So when we break these down, let's see what you think. So number 1 of meditation, of these habits, the first one that I really love is thinking about the bicep curl. So this is obviously an analogy, but I want you to use it and I want you to think about it. So the bicep curl, a lot of times we go into meditation and the thought process is, I am going to meditate. I am going to become at peace. I'm going to have tranquility. I'm going to fucking sit on top of a rock and I am going to be in bliss. And that's our mentality going into it. And that is the exact opposite of what meditation is. That's kind of what we think meditation is getting in there and letting your mind go and relaxing and not having anything. That's not it at all. So what you think is going to happen is this beautiful experience of having complete tranquility, and there will be no more issues for you at all. But that's not the way that meditation works. Meditation is a lot more like lifting weights and working out. And let me give you the exact example why. If you went into the gym and said, I'm going to be strong today, that wouldn't mean anything. It doesn't compute. The whole point of going to the gym is to do difficult things, and that resistance actually breaks down your muscle, right? And then you come back stronger. That's not much different than meditation. The idea that your mind is just going to get at ease and you're not going to be overthinking things because you sit down on a cushion, that's ridiculous. No, that would never happen. What we're looking for is to notice when our mind wanders. So this is why I call it the bicep curl. If you can imagine that every time you sit down and meditate, I'm going to let go of all my thoughts, I'm going to focus on my breath, but then every time when I'm focusing on my breath, as soon as a new idea pops up, a thought, a feeling, my mind wanders, it just goes somewhere, and it will happen. You will sit down, you will be quiet, and all of a sudden you'll start thinking about where you got to go at 6 o'clock. Oh, and it's my mom's birthday next week. And did I turn the lights off at the house? A thought will always come up. That's how your brain works. There's no way around that. But if what you can do is go, oh, hey, that's a thought. I don't need to go there right now. Back to the breath. Oh, next thought. You know what? I don't need that right now. Back to the breath. Each one of those is a bicep curl. I'm doing a rep. I'm getting stronger each time. I'm acknowledging when my mind is wandering and able to come back. Because most of the time what happens is your mind goes for a wander and you keep wandering. You keep going. You start thinking about crazy shit down and farther and farther and farther. And now you're not anywhere where you want to be. The bicep curl is about strengthening that muscle, the brain. So when you sit down, Let go of your thoughts. Think about your breath. And just every time that thought comes up, go, oh, that was another bicep curl. This year's Winter Warrior is going to be at Harley-Davidson of North Scottsdale. The Winter Warrior is our charity to commemorate Mitch Winters, who took his own life in 2021. Mitch was a Marine veteran and Arizona police officer. What we do is put on a full day of fitness and community building. All of the money from this event goes to one local veteran family who we can completely change their life. The entrance to this event is a Winter Warrior shirt, and the cost is as much as you can donate. So it is completely a donation-based event. We just ask that you donate the money, get the shirt, and invite a friend to come with you. For more information, click the link in the bio, sign up, and meet us out here. That's another win. Oh, look at how much stronger I'm getting. Because what we do is we do the meditation, and every time our mind wanders, we get frustrated. We're like, oh shit, I'm wandering so much. No, the exact opposite. Every time you wander and bring back, that's a rep. That's you getting better. That's getting stronger. That's winning. That is the win. So the bicep curl is number one. Number two, and I love this. Whoa. This is every day. And so what do I mean? Of course, I mean do it every day. But the thing here that's incredible about it is, so back to the analogy about working out, you can't work out every day. Your body actually has to recover. You got to go to the gym, you got to break it down, you got to let it recover and come back and get stronger. The one thing that's nice about the brain, this is your recover. Your recovery is the same as the exercise. So when you spend every day saying, I'm going to take 5 minutes to catch my thoughts, I'm just going to meditate, I'm going to focus on the breath. Every time that thought comes out, I'm going to bring it back in. You can do it every day. And not only could you do it every day, you could do it a little longer. You could do an extra 30 seconds, an extra minute, whatever, until maybe you got a 20-minute session that you do. And that's your practice. Doing it every day is part of the practice. That centers you. And now you have this thing every day that collects you. And imagine that you did this for years. Now, how good do you think you would be at focusing on something? Nothing would distract you. You'd be able to go, oh, I'm being distracted. Going right back. Distraction is a practice. It's not a medical condition. It's a practice. And it's something that you can get better at. It's something you can improve. It may be difficult to get there. It may take a while, but you can absolutely do it. And if your focus is better, your memory is better, your retention is better, your mood is better, all of those things come along. So we're going to do bicep curls, but we get to do them every single day. Now the last one is NSDR. So I'm talking right now about a very specific type of meditation. The meditation that I use is really simple. You don't have to be a Buddhist. You don't gotta, put crystals on your head. You don't gotta do anything. It's just mindfulness meditation. That's the practice that I use, and I've used forever. It's amazing. But for different people, there are different types of meditation that you can do. There is another one called non-sleep deep rest. This is a little bit different. This is exactly like kind of what it says. You're not going to go to sleep. But what you could do is take 30 minutes and shut down. It's not about catching your thoughts. You don't have to do any of that. Your mind might wander, but your point is not going to sleep, but just relaxing your body. Let everything really come to a calm state. There's nothing to achieve. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing you got to be doing. And this is something that as humans in our modern day in life that we really don't ever do. Like a 30-minute to yourself, I don't need to go do anything. I don't need to be anywhere. But also it's not sleep. It's not nighttime going to sleep. It's non-sleep, deep rest. A lot of times this is what we do when we go on vacation, right? You go to the beach, you lay down at the beach and you hang out, you just chill, you don't do anything for an hour. Well, that's actually a form of meditation. It's a non-sleep, deep rest. So you don't have to be at the beach to do it. You can sit down on your couch, you can hang out, and you can get that feeling of letting your muscles relax, letting your neck relax, letting your thoughts relax. Just let everything go for a little bit. I was taught this by a close friend a little while ago, and it's something I've integrated. I don't do it all the time, but maybe once every week, every 2 weeks, having that little time, and it's like, I'll do it before bed, and it'll help me get ready for bed, get into that motion. So we'll go back through these. Let's get your bicep curl. Let's do it every day. Every once in a while, throw in something crazy like an NSDR, or possibly even look up different types of yoga that meditation like yogic meditation that you might be interested in. All right, thanks, guys. Catch you next time.